Well, absolutely. In fact, hey, I got a nice prediction for you, and so this way you don't have to tell your listeners. But I feel very strongly about this, and it's been confirmed through some guys that I know who are not just great economists, but they're great Christians who have spoken words of prophecy in the past that have been 100% accurate. And I'm being told, and it concurs with what I was feeling in my own spirit, was there's going to be a massive, massive collapse of the Dow in October. So we should see the Dow down to about 4,000 come October. So if you're in the market right now and you're buying this green shoot business, if I were you, I'd get out when I can and be prepared and positioned properly in gold and silver and some other hard assets before this thing comes, before the new...
Daryl, you're a successful businessman. What do you think about the lady saying she's 100% in gold and silver? I don't think I'd advise anybody to do that.
No, I mean, frankly, on my own personal finances, I don't really go into depth and detail too much on it, but I will tell you this. I agree with you. I'm sitting on about 30-40% of our liquid assets in gold and silver, and then some other of our money is sitting in real estate and looking for some good buys and things like that, things that ultimately people, land, they're never going to make any more of. So eventually, it's like, hey, just follow the model of the big bankers. I mean, they're coming in and look at China and they're scooping up all kinds of land and property and real estate. And,
my wife knows some wealthy Italians that are family friends, and they say, put it in mortar, and that's all the old world people are doing because they know when inflation comes, put it in mortar. Even if it's being devalued later when they go into hyperinflation, it's just going to go right back up. And so you won't really get any profit out of it. You'll just get your original value whenever you jump out of real estate at whatever the currency's at.
Well, then a lot of these people who were caught unaware, who have now been foreclosed on or are about to be because they're currently laid off and they can't get a job, they're going to be looking for a place to rent. So even if you're buying small single-family homes, $100,000, $200,000 houses, you'll have plenty of people standing in line to rent them, so they won't go vacant. People still need a place to live.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, it's the big $1 million, $2 million, $5 million houses they can't sell, but little houses are actually going up in Austin.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're a good value. And once again, they're slowing down on the building of new homes, and existing home sales are where it's at right now. So you can even get into some of these deals with builders who are desperate to sell. I mean, it's an old adage, something I've lived by, and it's served me well. You only buy from people who are desperate to sell, and you only sell to people who are desperate to buy. And right now, there's a lot of people who are desperate to sell out there. So if you do your due diligence and you take your time, you can get in on some pretty good deals. But yes, gold and silver, there's nothing better. There's nothing that makes me sleep better at night than knowing that, I got a third of my assets, my liquid assets in gold and silver, because they're only going to go up. Gold and silver have never been worth nothing. So it's definitely a good place to...
That's right. It may go down at some point, but it always, over time, just goes up as they inflate the currency. Daryl Rundis, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, God bless you. And hey, guys, write that check. Call up and donate to the Money Bomb. Alex could use all your help and all your support, and believe me, every penny you donate will be put to good use. No two ways about it. So, hey,
absolutely.
Alex, for you. Take care.
Thank you, Daryl. Absolutely, folks. To be clear, I take some of the money from video sales and advertising, and that's what I support myself with. And frankly, all my possessions are big hassles: a car, a house, water heaters breaking. I wish I lived in a giant tent in the woods. Believe me, I'm an outdoorsman. People say, well, what's this money go to? I take the money that comes in on the Money Bomb, and I look at equipment and buildings and people, and I go, okay, hire them. And that's what's going to happen. And it means a lot of hours here with me with new people, telling them what I want and trying to train them. And, if it's a new employee and they start saying they want to carry out terror attacks, we know it's a Fed. We got to kick them out of here. That's how it works. I don't enjoy hiring new people. It's never fun. But, we're going to do it. It's a labor of love. Infowars Moneybomb going right now. In fact, can you call Mike in here? Or somebody, can you tell me it was $135,000 about 45 minutes ago? I want to see if it's still coming in or how it's going. 888-201-2244 to call and make a donation. So another 9,000 came in. So 9,000 just came in. Put it on the board, baby. That is exciting. At that rate, let's say we keep raising, what is it, about $10,000 an hour? Well, let's say $8,000 until tomorrow at 11 a.m. It'll slow down overnight and all that. Will we make $250,000? I don't think so. Oh, so I'm saying we're doing great. We're not. We're not doing great. Folks, be sure and donate. 888-201-2244. And people will be here till 1 o'clock tonight, or InfowarsMoneybomb.com. And you can keep giving over the next few days as well. The biggest thing is spread the word. Guys, we got to get that email out to people as soon as the show ends. Do what? Be just short of 250 at that rate. Yeah. Yeah, but see, it'll slow down overnight. Well, whatever. It's still exciting. That's great. Thank God for Dale Rundis. Let's go ahead and take a few more calls here. Nick in Ontario, Canada. Nick, you're on the air. Thanks for holding.
Hey, Alex. How you doing?
Hey, bro.
How you doing?
Good, sir. I'm good.
I just want to say it's great that you're putting out this message. I'm firmly behind you, and it's unfortunate because I try to spread it. I go to high school over here, and it seems that a lot of people seem to restrict. They seem to resist the info. Like, they just don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but if you tried to tell them about the Magna Carta of 1215, they'd resist it. I mean, if you were talking about the coolest skateboards or the coolest tattoos or the coolest iPhone app, they would. They've just been trained to not, they go about their life like they flip a light switch, power comes on. They go to the store, there's red stuff called meat that tastes good. They don't think about how it was produced, the cow, the breeding, the whole, they don't think about power plants and systems and the planet and where everything comes from and how things interconnect. Those people don't count. I mean, you can plant a seed, later they may wake up years down the road, and that tends to happen. You want to find those that do care.
Yeah, it's great because, I do try to talk about it quite a bit. And, it's great to see, some of my friends actually waking up, doing some of their own research and, actually find out what the truth is.
God bless you, sir. I really appreciate your call. Let's talk to Tom in New York. Tom, you're on the air. Welcome. Hey, Tom, you there?
Hello?
I can hear. Okay, Tom's there now. Tom, go ahead, sir.
I'm not Tom.
Okay, Nick in Ontario. It says Tom on my screen, but okay. Nick in Ontario, go ahead, sir. Okay,
Hello? Hello?
Tom, I'm going to try it again. Tom in New York.
Anybody there?
Yeah, let him
Hello?
go. Go ahead and let him go. I don't like this phone system, guys. It's just endless trouble. I know it's all fun to be on the internet and using phones and stuff, but we're going to get phone lines in here. Going to happen. It's like I'm ignored about this, though, because I really want to go with regular phone lines. I absolutely was what I want. I'll just call the phone company myself. I'm going to try this again because I really can't hear you when you're talking to me in there. Who's up next? Morgan in Montana. Morgan, you're on the air. Go ahead.
All right. I finally got on after like an hour and 30 minutes. I'm not kidding. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking my call. I'm a first-time caller, although I feel like I know you a little bit. I've been, listening to you for about a year now. My wife reminds me when you're on TV on Sundays on the public channel.
Oh, really? I'm on in your local town on Access TV?
In Missoula, Montana, every Sunday.
I forget the amazing power of Access TV, which they're trying to shut down, and have shut down about half of them, but they're still everywhere, folks. Use them. Awesome. Keep going.
I can only imagine. Boy, I don't know where to start. I have a few questions. If you can answer them, that would be fantastic.
Go ahead.
First of all, I commend you for your work. I think if you continue to follow your convictions for the truth, the Lord will definitely, will make you'll succeed. And
well, not just succeeding. I wouldn't be alive right now if I wasn't being protected by God. There's no doubt that's what's going on.
Absolutely.
And the fool hath said in his heart, there is no God, and there are no atheists in foxholes. But go ahead.
In the fruits of your words, And so, anyhow, I'd like to give you, first of all, just a little bit of words of encouragement, because I know that we all can use that. I was talking with a doctor friend of mine out of Great Falls, Montana, and I was visiting him and just doing a sales call, and he asked me if I'd ever seen the Obama deception, which was the wrong thing to ask me, because I already had been listening to you for probably about a year.
Let me stop you. I want to hear more stories, and then you can ask the questions. I'm not kidding. I've been going to Port Aransas every summer ever since I was a little kid, and my daddy did it, and his daddy did it. And I go down there fishing and stuff. I mean, now every restaurant I went to, fans, there could be 10 people in the restaurant. not from Austin, from, Minnesota coming down there and Houston, and I'd be driving down the beach on a rented golf cart with my kids and past cars and Alex, and I'm like, and everywhere I go, it's just all over sir, we have really reached a lot of people, and that's what I'm saying. Imagine how many people we've already reached. If I double what we're reaching in the next year, if we get enough money in the money bomb to fund it, can you imagine the effect?